Bulletproof Radio, a state of high performance.
From that point of view, I mean, the first time you came on the show was hundreds of episodes ago, but you talked about using meditation for better sex and better sleep. And then you came on using meditation for performance. And how do you handle that? You talk about, the power of sex for adults and meditation. And at the same time, you're talking about kids. Like what's the connection there?
Well, how do we think kids got there? Kids got there through sex. And one of the things I love that you just shared, that like sex is adult playtime. And it's also, there are some similarities in meditation and sex. Some people will call orgasm, I think in French, is le petit mort. It's like the little death. And so in that moment of orgasm, you're transcending the left brain and moving into the right. So you're moving beyond your individuality and starting to connect with totality. So that happens for fleeting moments, or hopefully not so fleeting, depending on what type of sex you're doing in the tantric practices. But that is very much a connection to the divine. And I think meditation can be the same. In meditation, depending on what style you're doing, you can transcend the left brain and access the right. It's like you move beyond the piece of you that dies with this body, and you start to connect to the piece of you that's connected to everyone and everything, that even transcends time. And so there are some similarities in the practices themselves. And again, none of this you would necessarily share with a child, but I do think it's important for adults to understand that, meditation and sex might seem so different, and one might seem sacred, and one might seem like that we have this sort of like societal shame or guilt around it. But if we take away the sort of like recent doctrinated guilt paradigms, and remember that ecstasy historically has been a method for cleansing and purification and connection to the divine, then I think you start to see just how similar these practices can be.